So hi everyone, today we have a special guest on our channel. We have Sarthak with us. So Sarthak, would you like to introduce yourself once?
Yeah, hi everyone. So I'm Sarthak Sonagra. I'm from Ahmedabad, Gujarat, and I am a 2024 graduate. I have done my BTech from DIICT, Gandhinagar. Uh, so, if I say my about my experience, I have done two internships at a company named Sprinkler, and I also joined in the Sprinkler as a full time. And currently, I have joined a company named Confluent, and I'm working in Confluent.
Right, right. So, as you guys can see, he has worked at two pretty great company, Sprinkler and Confluent. And Confluent is always said to be, even better than a FAANG company. So you'll be getting to know his entire journey to cracking Confluent, his interview experience, his preparation, and everything in between. So, Sarthak, would you like to start us off with your Confluence interview experience? Like, what was the process like? How many rounds were there? What all happened?
Okay, so I have joined Confluent not a long back. It's been 2-3 months only. In February 2025, I have joined the Confluent. So talking about interviews, so I got a referral from someone whom I know and applied through normal LinkedIn opening. I saw a long LinkedIn opening and got a referral and applied in it. Then I got a call back from recruiter. Then overall there were four interviews. Three of them were technical round and one was behavioral round. So if I say about technical rounds, in all three technical rounds, I had around two questions. Like we had one question and its follow-up question. And talking about questions difficulty, I can put them as a hard questions. Uh, yeah. Uh, One of them was medium. Other were hard. Okay, and each round were of 1 hour length. Yeah, each round had 1 hour length, and so the type of questions there were like data structure designing type of questions. So people have must have tried something like LRU or making some data structures that can efficiently process some queries. Yeah, so those were the kind of questions. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, do you remember any other topic, like any algorithmic problem that was there, or was it more like data structure oriented only?
Yeah, it was data structure oriented only, and it was not like any standard question. We can say it was a variations of kind of advanced data structures. And the if I talk about difficult part, it was the implementation. Uh, I had to come up with the full working code of all those questions. That was difficult.
So you have to write end-to-end code of the entire thing, right?
So I have seen in some companies they only ask logic, and in some companies they also require you to implement and work your code should be work on all the test cases they provide.
Mm-hmm. Right, right, right. Okay, so the interview process seems pretty tough, because they only asked lead code, medium, and hard. And like you said, they didn't ask any questions which was already existing. The questions were pretty much new to you, right, when you had faced them. All right. So, what, according to you, you felt was the most difficult part of interview? Where you feel like you struggled a bit.
Hmm. Uh, the difficult part was, yeah, one I mentioned was implementation, and the other was to talk about trade-offs. So it is always important to talk about different strategies to solve the question and what trade-offs we will get. So if we use bit masking, what we cannot do with it and what benefits we get from it. Similarly, if we use some data structure like set, it will reduce our time complexity, but it will increase our space complexity. So there can be many trade-offs and many strategies to solve one particular question. and all the questions, I can say it was open-ended questions. uh, it was not like they give you a question and you solve it. It was more like a discussion.
Hmm. Right. Rather than just, you solving the problem, it was similar to both of you together in
It
the
was.
problem, right? And I think
Yes.
that makes better sense, and I think that is also the mindset you need to have rather than you feeling like they're the judge and you have to solve the problem. It's like both of you are attacking the problem together, right? It also makes you
Yes.
more comfortable. All right. So now let's get to the main point, what everyone wants to know, how to crack a company like Confluent, because obviously you need to do a lot of things. You need to be pretty good at DSA, and for cracking any good company in general, you need to be very well prepared. So how would you say someone can be at a level that they can easily crack a good company or similar company, like Confluent?
Okay. So this is going to be very interesting. Since I'm going to talk from beginning, let's first talk about those people, those students who are just starting off and who are in the first or second year in the college, who are just freshers. So one advice I will give them is start as early as possible. Even if you are watching this video and it's your first day in the college, you should start it now. So because the market is market have high competition, and you can't hold yourself back. You have to start it early, because starting early gives you many benefits. So your accuracy will be good, your speed will be good, and you will be able to know about your strengths and weaknesses, and you will have enough time to work on your weakness so that you can overcome it and crack a good company. So instead of excusing like we have attendance and assignments and we don't. Yes, instead of that, we can easily get 2, 3, or 4 hours daily for our career. We have to take it. So one advice was start as early as possible. Now the freshers, many times they have the question which language to start with. So predominantly there are three languages, I believe: C, C++. I consider them one only, C++, and then Java, and then Python. So talking about my case, I started with C and C++. Currently, I don't use C, C++ in my company. I use Java only. And sometimes I use Python for some small tasks. So I will suggest that if you have some time, I mean, you are in the first year, you should go with C, C++, because learning C, C++ will is easy for a beginner. And the concepts you will learn in C, C++ will help you learning other languages easily. So if you learn C, C++ from very basic, it will be very easy to learn Java or Python. And then so there can be some concepts different, but mostly it's just syntax here and there. And if you don't have some time, like if you are already in the second year, so I think you can go with Java, because Java is widely used in most of the MNC. I have seen many friends, they are working only in Java only. So, okay. By the way, I am a backend engineer, so I have less knowledge of front end side. But yeah, in the backend, Java is widely used. And alongside, you can learn Python also, because Python is useful for, I mean, it can save a lot of time. It has so many powerful libraries that you can automate some of your tasks easily using Python. So you should start with either C++ or Java and learn Python alongside. And also people ask me how to learn a language. So if you have some time, as I said, you should go with a book. For C++, we have one or two many famous books. I don't recall the name exactly, but you can easily search it over internet. And yeah, let us say is the one. Yeah. And for Java, I remember I have read Head First Java. there are other also. So if you have time, you should read a book. It will give you a whole picture, and this is one time investment. So if you learn a language just one time, it will be, as I said, it will be very easy to learn another language. You can easily chat GPT for syntaxes, but the concepts are almost the same. Yes. So you should read a book. Other than that, there are many videos also. While learning it, I will prefer you should practice it also on the HackerRank is a actually good platform to start with, because they have language specific questions, and that too starts with very basic, like how to start a loop, how to write conditions, and how to do patterns. So if you are starting to learn a language, you should try HackerRank alongside learning with concepts. Yeah.
Hmm. Right, right, right. Okay.
All,
And so I totally agree with the advice you gave, because I also had read Letter C, and I feel that it's like you said, it's a one-time investment. If you give that time and effort into reading a book, right, those concepts will stay with you forever. Because
yeah.
switching to another language is just a matter of learning the new syntax. The entire logic, the entire, the base behind it will always remain the same, right?
Yeah. And also, I will suggest that you should make notes of whatever you learn. I will say that if you are learning language, if you are learning DSA, development, anything, you should make notes every time. Whether you prefer handwritten notes or it's a type notes, it will help you a lot. I will say this is the game changer. If you make your handwritten notes, it will help you a lot. Uh, Yes, yes. So even if a wise person is watching this video, he will also make notes of this video also, because if you don't make notes, it's highly likely that you forget the things. Uh, yes. So uh, currently, if you are learning the language, then you don't see any point of writing notes. But when there is a night before an interview, then you will appreciate yourself to yes. So hmm. Okay. So once you have learned one language, no matter what language it is, C++ or Java or Python, you should go with DSA. So DSA is data structure and algorithms. Those are, we can say, two separate things. Beginner should learn one by one. Let's say start with data structures and algorithm. How to learn it? Again, I will say this is person. This varies person by person. So I remember that I don't like one YouTuber's voice and one YouTuber's style to teach, and I like particular other one. So these vary very much. So you have to figure out what do you like, and similarly what others reviews are on that course or YouTube. Yeah, majorly there can be some course you can buy, or there are lots of YouTube videos, you can refer any of them. So this part you have to figure out yourself, what do you like. And I think pretty much all of them covers everything, so there are lots of resources. So yeah, you can learn from anywhere. And one thing I will say, uh, if you are learning DSA alongside, please do practice of it. So it's not like you will complete whole data structures and whole algorithms and then you will start practicing it. You you will learn only when you implement. So if you have learned a stack, let's say stack in the data structure, you will go in the lead code or GFG, gigs for gigs or lead code, and you will try problems related to stack in the language you have learned. As I said, whatever language it is, C++, Java, or Python. The first step is you learn the language, and when you have learned the language, then you go to data structure. If you learn any data structure, then you will implement that data structure, and then it is very important to try and change the behavior of data structure. Let's say I implement a stack. what if I change this function like this? What if I do this? What error I'm getting null pointer, I'm getting memory exceeded. And yeah, so playing around it is very important. You will learn many things from it. Okay. And also make I will again say that make notes of any data structure or algorithm you learn. I will again and again say to make notes because I think it's quite important to make notes. uh, okay, while learning DSA, if you want to be consistent, then there is one thing called daily problems. In GFG and in lead code, they have daily problems. So every day they bring a new question, and you should do it. So you can make streak by doing one question every day. It is quite good to keep up your consistency. Yeah, it's quite good. Apart from daily questions, they have a contest. Contest is also a good thing because due to contest you can improve your speed. So in contest you have some limited time, 1 hour or 2 hour, and in that time you are competing with others to complete 4, 5 or 6 questions. So it really improves your speed and accuracy also. If you give too many contests, you will see that your code is correct in the first time only. So if you don't do it in the timely environment, you will make many mistakes and then learn and then do it. But yeah, contests are also important. But yeah, when you are learning it, learn concepts and do practice. Don't expect that in the first time I will do this with this speed. Uh, give it some time, and then slowly start giving contests. Yeah. And in DSA, I will say if you have learned all these things, so again, this is also one-time investment. Don't directly prepare for interviews or directly see that what companies are asking. So if you are learning the things first time, learn everything, give it some time. If you are in first and second year, I will say learn every data structure at least once, and make it notes. And if you have learned it once with deeply, then you have notes and you can always refer to them. Also, I have seen many people, they don't able to do the question or get the answer, then they watch some video or see the hints. But if you have some time, I will suggest that even if a question takes one day, you should probably do it on your own. If it is not happening in 1 or 2 days, then you can go for some hints and try to do it on your own. So this will actually help you your logical thinking improve. So otherwise it's like you will remember some question, and after a year or 2 years you will forget it, and you again have to start from basic. But instead, I remember that when I saw a question, in the beginning I saw a question and I was not able to do it. I was thinking about that question while eating, uh, while I am in bathroom, while I am walking, or anywhere else. So yeah, give some time. If you are just starting, it's very important to build your logical thinking. So yeah, for data structure and algorithm, these things are important. Make notes, practice alongside, be consistent, and don't take hints if it is not necessary. Well,
Correct, correct. And this thing, right? This thing I always also tell my viewers, this is something that a lot of people do the mistake of. They just look at the problem for 20, 30 minutes and they straight jump to the solution. If you're not struggling with the problem, you're not helping yourself build that intuition that will help you in the future. Otherwise, you'll always be in that habit of, just waiting for like 15, 20, 30 minutes and then jumping to the solution. You need to let your brain marinate with the problem, you need to give yourself some time That's why long challenges used to be so good. Earlier we used to have Coach Chef Long, Hackarat Long. Unfortunately, they're not that good these days. But yeah, it's very important that you sit with the problem, struggle with the problem, right?
Yeah. So once you have language, you have DSA, then I think you should go for development. So people also ask these questions: development versus DSA. I will say DSA is the first thing you should do. Once you have learned the DSA at least once, then you should go for development. Uh, and in development, again, you have many different languages. So as I said, you have learned one language in very deep. Let's say you learn Java. So if I talk about backend, you can create backend. So okay, before starting what is backend frontend, you have to learn how a request works. I mean, how this thing works. So if you are starting a development, first you should understand in general, not a specific language, but in general, how if I sending a request to our server, how the front end works, how it goes to backend, how it goes to database, and then they give us the response. So yeah, it's not very much. It's just like 1 or 2 days to it take 1 or 2 days to learn this. Once you have learned this, how the things work, then you can choose your language. Like, do you want to start with front end, back end? So if I talk about back end, and you have learned Java, then you can use Spring as a tool, and you can create your server and make the your backend requests work. Similarly, if you have learned Python, then there is called Django. Other is Fast API. Using them, you can also create backend APIs. In C++, I don't remember. People don't do development in C++. So that's why I talk that if you have less time, you should start with Java only, because in Java it is widely used to for development, and you can also do DSA with it. C++ will only be used in DSA and competitive programming. So yeah, if you have time, then go with C++. If you don't, then directly go with Java. Okay. In front end side, yeah, there is one language, JavaScript. And JavaScript is so powerful that you can do front end in JavaScript using React. You can also do back end in JavaScript using Node. And also there is Android development you can do using React Native. So yeah, this depends on interest of the person. Actually, I am very much interested in backend only. I don't have an interest in front end, so I have never learned JavaScript. Instead, I have learned Java and Python only. So yeah, you should explore these things. Give it some time, like half a month, 1 a month, and try to learn a language, or how can I use the tools. So for development, the thing is very different than DSA. So in DSA, I told that don't seek anyone's help, but in development, I will say that every time take help. So in development, you will face some errors and challenges that you have never seen before, and it's not like why my code is not working, I will debug it. There can be thousands of reasons why it's not working. So it's always better to do Stack Overflow, to use Google, or even use ChatGPT to help you with your development. You should be able to do the practice in development until I think you can make some working thing in a day. Let's say you are doing some front end work, so you should do development so that independently you can make a front end website, a good looking website, use in just one a day. It's okay to use help of ChatGPT, because it will be very difficult for even a senior engineer to make the things without ChatGPT. So it is very useful. It is very time saving thing. In development, I will say always ask other people, use ChatGPT, and do some Google search, follow some YouTube video, and learn how to make things work. That is very important. Also in interviews they ask other than, I mean, in interviews they don't say you to create a website on the go in 1 hour. Nobody can create a website, but yeah, they ask about concepts. So if you talk about React, there will be concepts like hooks and many concepts. So every languages have some concepts due to which you can improve the performance and make the thing scalable. So that is very important. So in development you should learn the things which can be asked in the interview, uh, which always you can do Google search and get it, how people ask about this language, this particular language which I am learning. And also do some hands on so that you can create a website on your own. um, if you don't like development, so there are also other options available like Android and machine learning. You can explore all that, but yeah, development is something very much common. And I have seen Android and machine learning is somewhat rare, but yeah, it totally depends on the person's interest. Yeah. Uh, Now, okay, I want to make a difference between MNC and local companies. So, people again ask that what should I do for preparation, DSA or development? So it depends. If your target is like big MNC or product based companies, then they don't care which language you have learned and which language do you know, because what they want is your problem solving ability and logical thinking, and based on it they expect that you will learn a language in just a week or two, since you have your base very strong in one of the language. So not important to it is not important to Yes, yes, yes. So it is important TSA there to crack this MNC and big companies. Instead, if we talk about local companies, then it is important to learn a specific language and specific tech stack which they want, because they don't have time to train the people. They just want to do their work, and that's why they expect that if they are working in React, you should know the React before the interview. So yeah, prepare DSA versus development like this. If you It depends which company you are going to apply in. And that's where we came to our next part. Like if you are a third, fourth year guy whose placements are near. So here also there can be two types of people. One is in the college where the companies visit. I mean, a good companies visit. So they will go for on-campus placement, and other peoples will go for off-campus placement. So let's talk about on-campus placement first. For on-campus placement, I think the most important thing is to ask seniors. So this is the most important thing. You should ask 10, 15 different seniors about which companies visit. You should make a list of companies which visit. You should talk about the how much people they hired last year, and what is the overall process of the interview in your specific college, because it varies different college by college. So yeah, it's very important to get in touch with seniors and ask them about their experience, what should we do, what should we not do, where should we do focus. So yeah, get in touch with seniors, it is very important. Then, if you are in third, fourth year, I expect that you have learned all the concepts, all the DSA things at least once, and you have created its notes. So it's time to revise the things. So if you have interviews and companies coming in next 2 or 3 months, you have to do your revision. So first thing, you will refer your notes which you have created. Then second thing, you will use SD sheets. So there are so many SD sheets available. They have a specific list of questions, topic wise, and it's good to revise the things. You can give you dedicated 1 month to complete sheet completely. It doesn't matter which sheet you use, they all are similar. Don't waste too much time in figuring out what should I do. I have seen people just figure out for 5 to 10 days, like what is the best option, what is the best option. Instead, you can just start, because it doesn't make so much difference. You have to start the thing. That is very important. Okay. Then interview bit, yeah. For revision, you can use interview bit. Similarly, like SD sheets, interview bit also have some problems sorted by topic. You can do that. And yeah, one book I have read, and it completely changed my DSA. I mean, the style of writing the code, which was CPH, Competitive Programmers Handbook. It's by Antti Laksonen, if I pronounce correctly, but it is a really good book. It is 300 pages book, but it is quite good. If you are going to revise the things, I must say you should look at it. I will say it again, Competitive Programmers Handbook. It's a very nice book for revision. Okay. So until the companies have come, you can do your general preparation, like brush up your DSA and some of the subjects like OSC and DBMS. You can do the general thing, but once the company has started coming, you should do only company specific preparation. Uh, and this is very important part, because you can search over internet and you can do proper research of a company, and you can reduce your syllabus almost by 80%. It is very important to research about a company, and over the internet you will easily find many websites, and there many developers have shared their experiences, and you can very well get the idea what I am going to be asked. So it is very important to do company specific preparation once the company has arrived. Also, you can ask, so you can search over LinkedIn what people are working in the company, and you can reach out to them. You can ask what how was their interview experience, how is the company doing, because they are the person who know the truth, because they are in the company. So that is the real picture. uh, and yeah, you can also ask seniors, as I said, about company specific preparation. Also, last time they asked this topics. Last time their test was very hard or very easy, and all. Yeah, and internet also help. So these things are, you have to research yourself. It is not documented at one place. You have to go and visit 100 different website. You have to go in, view 100 YouTube videos and ask people and do the research for about a company. Hmm. And okay, then for on-campus guide, important is CPI. So many people ask us whether CPI is important or not. So for CPI, I will say if you are above 8, it's good. You don't need to do any worry. You don't need to worry about it. But if you are going less than 8, then it might affect your first job, because CPI is, I think, important only in the getting the first job, and the first job is very important. So there is not a concrete answer that CPI is important or not, but it varies case by case. So sometimes companies look for it, sometimes a company doesn't look for it. But yeah, you have to be in the competition of other fellows to which you are competing for interviews. So if you are above it, it's good. If you are below it, you should focus on that also to make it above it. And if it is below 7.5 or 7, you should forget the development and all. You should surely do you should learn the things and focus on your exam to get a good CPIs. Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about off-campus guys. So here for off-campus guys, it is very difficult to get the first job compared to on-campus guys. For off-campus, the main thing is resume, because it is the deciding factor for most of the people, and many people getting rejected in the resume round only. They are good at interview, they are good at DSA, everything, but they don't get a chance to give the interview. So it is very difficult to work on your resume. I will suggest that if you are looking for a job, you should have done one of the internship in the past, and you should include it in your resume. Having no internship, I think it's a worst. You should have internship somewhere instead of having no internship, because having an internship will make your resume stand out than others, for sure. So if you can't get internship in a good company, you can do internships in like you can do research internship in some of the universities. Some of IITs, IIMs also provide research internship. So if you can't get internship in your second year in some good company, you should explore these options. I haven't explored this yet, but yeah, I have seen many friends doing this. So this will make your resume uplift. So it's good. You have to do one internship before finding a job. So you should see what hackathons are available and what contests you can be in the part. So there are big companies like Google, Meta, and Uber. They also have some programs for hiring. And if not for hiring, they also have some contests, like Meta has Hacker Cup, and Google also had some coding challenge. Google also have something called GSOC, Google Summer of Code, and these are very good things. This will make your resume stand out from others quite well, and it is a very good thing if you participate in this. It will not only make your learning experience good, it will make your resume good, it will make your networking ability good, and yeah, it's quite good. So you should explore those hackathons, contests, events, and you should participate in that so that you can make your resume good. Okay. Then what to include in your resume? So you should include the things which you have, which you are confident and you have learned it once, and for which you have notes. So if you have learned it deeply and if you have notes, then it's a green flag. You can always include those things in your resume. And if it is a night before an interview, you can always refer your notes, and in half an hour you will get all the things you needed. Okay. And for resumes format, I will say prefer it to make in a LaTeX, so that so it is a industry standard to make the resume in LaTeX. Also, do keep in mind that there is something called ATA score, so which evaluates your resume. So try to make your ATA score as high as possible, and there are general tips you can find over internet, like use actionable words and use matrices, like by this percentage I have increased the revenue, by this percentage I have if make the system efficiently. So yeah, those things matters. You can always find it over internet and YouTube, how to make a good resume. Okay. Another thing, I will say, make different versions of resume. So I have currently, right now, I have 25 or 30 resumes of mine. I won't say one resume is good than another, but I will rather say that one resume is good for one company rather than another. So every company have different roles and different expectations. You should learn about their expectation, what they want, and you should make your resume like that. Whatever they want, you have to include it in your resume. Either learn it before you get the interview, or see what they are asking and include it in your resume. Okay. uh, in off campus, I have seen that people are capable, but they struggle to find the opportunities. So it is very important to be active in getting the opportunities, because nowadays what happens, if you get any opening, it will be closed in 6 to 7 minutes only. So there are many candidates going to apply. So you can use basic features of LinkedIn, like you can make alerts on the LinkedIn for specific companies you are interested in. So whenever they post any job openings, you can get an alert over email. And you have to be active. Don't be lazy in this part, because there can be many opportunities, but you are not seeing them. Yeah. And also do some research. Like what I did was, I made a sheet, Excel sheet, and I list down all the companies in which I want to go. How did I get the list of companies? Again, I did the normal Google search. So you can find, so there are lots and lots of resource, lots of company names which you have never heard of, and they are quite well companies, and they can be exactly the company which you want to be working in. And you have to work here a little bit, find over internet, go over YouTube, and take the companies, know about the company, what the company do, what they ask, how much is the compensation they are giving, and make a Excel sheet. I made an Excel sheet. I had the company names, then how what is the compensation, and what in general they ask in DSA, like some topics, and if they ask system design or not, how much interviews are there in. And yeah, so you have to do these things. It is not like somebody will hand you, please apply in this job. Okay. And also, I have seen there are other platforms than LinkedIn. I have not tried them, but yeah, there are other platforms which you should look on: Naukri, Indeed, and many of them. Okay, referrals are very important. So referrals, you should, if you are applying to a job, you should try to get a referral from someone who is working in the company. It is really very important, especially in the initial phase, because companies believe that if their employee is suggesting someone, they should try them once. So make your resume good and try to get a referral. Also make your network. How will you get the referral? So if you are messaging someone, a stranger, then it is difficult to get a referral. Instead, go on some meetups, events, read on some blogs, try to go on YouTube, LinkedIn, do some hackathons, and make your network grow. Make good friends who have good reach in the market, and they will help you a lot in getting a referral. Okay. Now let's come to the people who want to do a switch. So who have uh, who is working in a company and want to switch to another company. So if you are looking for a first job, then I will say don't look for choices. I mean, it is very difficult nowadays to get a job. So I will suggest that get any job which you can get. I mean, it's not like it's completely opposite of your wills, then don't go for it. But yeah, try to get one. If you are targeting 20 LPA, and if the company is giving 16, 17 LPA, go for it. You can always switch the company after going it. But the this experience is very precious at any company. So don't over expect yourself, and don't make hard boundaries like I will go only in this, because it is very difficult, and current situations are very difficult. But in switch, if you are doing some switch, so I think you have one job as a backup, then you should find your choice. So and only apply for your choices, because you have one steady source of income and you have one secure job. Then you can go for choices, and then choose. which I did. Make a sheet in the companies which you want to go, and all the rules which I told in the off-campus section is applied here. Do a good research, make a good resume, ask for referrals, make network, include. Okay, one thing is important: writing your experience in the resume. That is very important. So insert your the insert your work which have impacted the customers, or which was quite a good work, like manager appreciation and all those works. Write down those in your resume. uh, that will be quite helpful. Also, if you are switching, I assume that you have worked for 1 or 2 years, so it is at least 1 or 2 years. So it is important to learn system design. You can refer to some books by Alex Yu, or you can go over YouTube, Gaurav Sen videos, and yeah, you have to learn system design once you have crossed 1 or 2 year, because many companies ask these questions. In the initial phase, it is not important as much, but in some companies I have seen, they also ask system design in the initial for initial openings. So good, huh? Uh, yeah, that's it, I think.
All right, so I guess you have covered pretty much everything that anyone needs to do, to crack a FAANG company or a good product-based company like Confluent. So, on a final note, any last piece of advice you'd like to give?
Yeah, so I will again emphasize on one thing, that you should make notes. Every time if you learn a new concept in DSA, or if you are learning a new language, please make note of it. It will help you a lot. Also, don't shy in asking some other people. Ask your seniors. Let's grow your network in LinkedIn, and yeah, always also, please, if you are researching over internet, please be active on it, because if I'm talking about these advices, it might happen that these advices might not be relevant after 2 or 3 years, because everything might be the change. So you should look for 100 different videos and what is happening currently, and based on that you should actively you take some decisions. So don't take someone else's word of mouth. Instead, be smart and look. Yes, yes, yes.
Right, but as of now, I can assure you that the advice he has said, right, will pretty much work for you. All you have to do is be dedicated to it and follow the things with consistency. As long as you do that, there's nothing that can stop you from cracking a good company, like Confluent, Sprinkler, any other company that you want. All you need is consistency and the right roadmap that already he has given you. All right, so I think that covers pretty much everything about Sarthak's journey to, cracking Confluent, and hopefully we'll be seeing him soon in another video, so make sure that you watch out for that. So thanks a lot, Sarthak, for coming on the channel and sharing your wonderful journey and all these amazing tips that I know will help a lot of students. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashish. Bye.